Hey Lou, we'll jump right in and get started with Cameron. Go ahead, Cameron. Oh, give him 1 minute, Cameron.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Lou. The tough loss, man. How much do you think the lack of continuity throughout the season impacted the team to this point? Doc was mentioning that Denver had kind of been together for years, and they kind of knew what each other was going to do. How do you feel about that with the Clipper team that just was tough getting continuity through the whole regular season and then obviously through the playoffs?
Yeah, we knew that. Um, we understood this was going to take some time. I think a lot of the issues that we ran into, talent bailed us out. Chemistry didn't, and this series it failed us. And so this is our first year together. We're a highly talented group, and we came up short. Something chemistry is something that you got to build. You build it over time. I thought we were moving in the right direction at the end of the year before the COVID thing happened, and coming in after the break, and you take some time off, and then you try to get it back, and you kind of got a shotgun season, and we just had so many different things. So continuity is very important. So we'll be right back.
Thanks.
We'll go to Jovan.
Hey Lou, Doc just mentioned that he felt like multiple guys missing time outside the bubble really affected the continuity and conditioning. I think at one point you guys had 6 or 7 guys out. How much of that was a factor, and how much do you think – he said the guys were tired in Game 7 asking to come out and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were just trying to play hard as we could. I don't know if it was an in-shape thing. At this point we've been here – over 2 months. We had an opportunity to get ourselves in a position to be in shape. I know I played harder today than I've had in the past on both ends of the floor, and just trying to make things happen. And so, you don't know. You can pinpoint a lot of things. The fact is we came up short, and we got to live with it. We take our lick and keep moving.
We'll go to Ohm.
Lou, I apologize if this was asked earlier, but when you look back on this season, you guys came in with title expectations. How will you view this season? And also, what did you think of your first season with Paul and Kawhi?
We came up short. We came up short. Just briefly, we had a conversation already amongst the guys that, we got a quick turnaround. We understand this is going to be a quick off season. Let's get back to work and let's continue to build. We did have championship expectations. We had the talent to do it. I don't think we had the chemistry to do it in this show. We had lapses on defense and on offense where, I think guys have played in systems where they were expecting guys to be in certain spots offensively. A lot of different guys made adjustments. And so, it showed, but at the end of the day, we were up 3-1. We had 2 opportunities to win games. We were up 20 points. We should have closed this deal out, and we didn't. So you give credit to Denver for continuing to play. And like I said, we take our lumps and we keep moving.
Go to Miriam.
Hey, Lou, man. You mentioned it sort of already that you guys had a quick conversation. But my question is kind of like, what do you guys do from here? Like, where do you go in the next few weeks as you look ahead?
Take a break. This bubble is taxing. I'm sure you've heard that from other guys that's left already. It's taxing. It was a complete compromise. I hadn't seen my 2 daughters in 68 days. I know the exact amount of time that I hadn't seen them. And so when you deal with that type of stuff and just being in a controlled environment, you're thankful that you're safe, but, it can be taxing on you. And so things happen. So, we'll leave here, take a break, get an opportunity to just digress, get outside of ourselves and just relax, and then you get back to work.
We have time for a couple more. We'll go to Andrew.
Hey, Lou. I remember on media day, there was so much talk about you guys getting to the gym really early, late in the summer to kind of build that chemistry. I know that the COVID break was unusual and the bubble is very unusual, but what kind of kept that chemistry from being able to reach its potential this year?
You just you got a lot of parts. You go from, last year we were the team that wasn't expected to make the playoffs, and to, going to being a championship caliber team when you bring in 2 high-level guys. That's an adjustment. I think Trez and I, we had to adjust our games. I think Pat had to adjust his game. I think everybody had to sacrifice and put themselves in a different position, and that type of thing takes time, especially when you're doing it for years at a time. For Kawhi, he just won a championship with a completely different group of guys to come here. Paul was in a different situation. There was so many different moving parts, you know. So just working out in the gym, it doesn't happen. It takes time, and so you know, we got to deal with that. We got to live with it and move on.
Take one last one from Tomer.
Hey Lou, I'm just curious. How does this serve as a good, I guess, a motivating factor heading into next season, knowing that the expectations for the season were really high and you guys failed to meet them?
Yeah, we're pissed off. Simple and plain. We're pissed off. We were up 3-1. We had 2 opportunities to win this series, and we didn't. We didn't close it out. So we're pissed off. We look forward to the opportunity to get back on the floor together.
Is it more pissed off at yourselves?
Yeah, you can say that, of course. But you got to give them credit as well. I mean, Jamal Murray, these last 2 series, he's played out of his mind, and you give a guy credit. He put that team on his back. Joker put that team on his back, and those guys put themselves in a position to win.
Thanks.
Thanks, Lou.